Pranam and welcome back to yet another episode of Jainism Simplified on Jain Avenue. It is a special episode for us because today we are celebrating our second anniversary. It's been an absolute joy and pleasure bringing to you some of the best Jain philosophies in the most simplistic format so that you can both understand and apply these Jain philosophies in your day-to-day life. On behalf of the entire Jain Avenue team, I just want to say thank you for being with us. And well, today I'm going to talk about yet another amazing, powerful topic called the 7 Wonders of Jainism. Well, I have one objective to achieve as far as today's session is concerned, and that is to showcase to you how and why Jainism is such a unique, distinct, and an extraordinary religion, or should I say a way of life. And which is why I'm using the concept of the 7 wonders. What are these 7 wonders? Let's get started straight away. Number 1.
देव हमारे श्री अरिहंत.
Why is it that this definition makes the Jain Tirthankars so special? Arihant is one who has conquered all his inner enemies. Well, point well taken. But let's say if we can just go one level above that definition, have a new lens to look at Arihants, and if I were to tell you, Arihant is the one who does not kill any living being, either through thoughts, words, or actions. Think about it as I'm talking. The one who does not kill anyone through thoughts, words, and actions. Who do you think is going to qualify in this definition? Also, the one who cannot be killed by anybody else. The only way for him to die is through old age, a natural death only. Now this very, very clearly signifies that Jain Tirthankars and only Jain Tirthankars actually qualify in this definition. That we call wonder number 1. Dev hamare hai Arihant. Well, wonder number 2.
गुरु हमारे व्रतधर संत.
Well, for those who have heard about Jain saints, we all know that they live a life which is absolutely unbelievable. People who would not use electricity in any way, which means to say no television, no radio, no mobile phones, no refrigerator, no ACs, no heaters. Just absolutely no electricity. Water consumption, 7 liters of water only per day, as against you and I using at least about 200 to 400 liters water. Third, they wouldn't use footwear, they wouldn't use vehicles, they wouldn't consume any kind of fuel. No fuel consumption at all. Now we can go on to discuss so much more about their daily activities and the amount of awareness with which they live their lives. But well, not in this video at this moment. But I hope I have been able to showcase to you and impress upon you that it's very rare, very, very difficult to even compare a Jain sadhu and his or her life with anybody else, and which is why that becomes our wonder number 2. Let's now move on to number 3, and that is
धर्म हमारा दया प्रधान.
Well, every religion in this world, every single religion in this world speaks about non-violence. But if you were really to look deep into the definition for non-violence there, it would mean non-violence as far as human beings are concerned. Some religion talk about non-violence even when it comes to 5 senses living beings. But have you ever heard about any religion in this world which talks about not harming the 4 sense, 3 sense, 2 sense, even 1 sense living being? The microorganisms as well need to be taken care of. They have a right to live, and we respect that right of that particular living being. Well, just this one qualification, just this one criteria, just this one concept of philosophy itself makes Jainism such a hugely unique religion. Number 4, Atma Hamari Kendra Sthan. Jain philosophies put the soul at the center of everything. Beginning with the conversation between Bhagwan Mahavir and his Ganadhar, all conversations were only about how to ensure that the soul can reach its ultimate destination, which is moksha. Even when we talk about Shravak and Shravikas, well, the very qualification is about the fact that they need to be Vratadhari Shravak and Shravikas, those who are bound by vows. And the moment they take those vows, the focus shifts from the worldly pleasure to the development of the soul. And that's what makes Jainism unique one more time. Number 5.
सूत्र हमारे सत्य निधान.
Well, starting from the agams which are filled with the concepts of how to help the Atma, that's the soul, to attain that final destination of moksha, to Tattvartha Sutra written by Uma Swataji, where he starts this amazing scripture by these following words: Samyak Darshan, Samyak Gyan, Samyak Charitrani Moksha Marga, which is the right perception, the right knowledge and the right conduct can help the soul to achieve the state of moksha. The German scholar Hermann Jacobi, when he came into India, he wanted to learn about Jainism, and therefore he learned Prakrit language, he learned Sanskrit. And when he understood the deep messages of Jainism, he took these wonderful books, or should I say the scriptures, and he put them on his head and he danced with joy, went back to Germany and then translated them in German language as well. Now that's a testimony of the fact that the age-old scriptures have been appreciated by people of all ages and all backgrounds. Number 6, Kriya Hamari Yoga Saman. Now I want you to know this, that Jain Yoga is not just a combination of asanas and pranayam. No, it is not. In fact, they are not even given importance to in terms of anything else but the fitness of the body. Jain Yoga is any activity that helps the soul to become one with the cosmic energy. And for that to happen, all the kriyas that have been propounded are moving that soul in that direction, which is Samai, Pratikaman, Paushit, Jaina, Teen Gupti, Pan Samiti, and I can just keep going on with the list. Now I want you to know this, that every religion in the world is propounding that the soul must really get liberated. We are not even disputing that. The only thing I'm trying to talk about is the clarity and the specificity with which Jainism has spoken about how the soul can become pure, and that's why this becomes wonder number 6. The 7th wonder is
तारक तप है अपनी शान.
Jainism talks about 6 internal austerities, 6 external austerities, which are 12 different types of taps. And they're so precisely explained and so pure in its entire nature that it helps you to develop self-control and self-discipline so that you can use those abilities for your spiritual development. Let's talk about one each of these taps. We talk about Anshan and see how brilliantly, distinctly different it is from the rest of the religions that exist in the world. We talk about Anshan, which is Upvas, Navy. You can't do that, you can go for Ekasana, Piyasana. You can't do that, you can just choose to do Navkasi, Chovyar. You can do Poshi, Shatposhi. Just look at the classifications and ask yourself which other religion is propounding all of this for the development of the soul with so much of clarity and the caveat, Yata Shakti, do it as per your own capabilities. Now let's move on quickly to one of the internal taps of austerity, which is Dhyan. Jainism perhaps is the only religion in the world which says that a human being can never be out of Dhyan. He is always involved in the process of meditation. And what could that be? 2 of them, Raudra Dhyan and Artha Dhyan, which is all about the person's need for materialistic things, and therefore the mind is always focused on that, or Dharma Dhyan or Shukla Dhyan, 2 of the processes through which you're gonna make progress in your spiritual world. Which means to say that everything about Dhyan has been described with the concept of Chauda Gun Sthanak, which helps you to grow from one stage to the ultimate stage, which is the 14th one, where you get enlightened. That makes Jainism unique one more time. Well, it's been an absolute matter of pride and privilege to bring to you this unique concept of the 7 wonders of Jainism. Here is a quick recap.
देव हमारे श्री अरिहंत, गुरु हमारे व्रतधर संत, धर्म हमारा दया प्रधान,
आत्मा हमारी केंद्र स्थान,
सूत्र हमारे सत्य निधान,
क्रिया हमारी योग समान,
तारक तप है अपनी शान,
इन सातों से जैन महान. Well, this entire concept has been created by Param Pujya Akshay Ratna Maharaj. And I want to express my deepest gratitude to him today over here, leaving you with this one message. That each one of us must really feel privileged that we have taken birth in the Jain community. Not because it's a religion, but because it is one of the purest way to live a life. A life where you care for yourself, but you care for every other living being. And therefore, your entire goal must be not focusing on those worldly pleasures and success, but actually working towards your spiritual development. On that note, I must thank each one of you one more time on behalf of Jain Avenue to be a part of our journey, which we so truly love, and we hope that you're enjoying this journey with us as well. Until the next time, this is Rahul Kapoor, and that's Jainism Simplified.